Hey guys! So, I decided to do a BJD collection video, even though right now, I only have 2 full dolls and 1 head. Simply because I've been out of the hobby for a really, really long time. It's been like, I want to say like 4-ish years that I haven't done anything with my BJDs. Maybe 3, I don't know. And it's not that I'm not inspired by them, because I still love them so much. The ones that I have right now are like my babies. I would never do anything, like, I would never sell them or get rid of them. But it's just that, like, I kind of just got into other things, and I don't know, it was like a very expensive hobby to be in. And so, yeah, I don't know really what happened. I just kind of got uninspired. And I'm still kind of in that drought, but I wanted to make a video to kind of just show people, like, the dolls that I have left, because they are really important to me. Just briefly, I started out collecting BJDs with my sisters in 2000, like early 2005, so late 2004 is when we started really looking them up online, and then 2005 they both got their first BJDs, and I was just so in love. They got CPL in Beauty White, and they were Tyrael and Casper, and they were just so cute. I think they were brothers. And so my dream doll was always Leash, and I asked for her for Christmas that year, like hoping and praying, knowing that I probably wouldn't get her. And actually, my sister Sam got her for me for Christmas that year, and it was like the best Christmas I ever had in my entire life. So pretty much after that, for the next 6-7 years, we were just obsessed with them, and like making stories for them, you know, buying them clothes, dressing them, taking photo shoots, going on Den of Angels and buying secondhand dolls, painting them, doing their face-ups, making clothes for them, trading some dolls. I got gifted a couple dolls a few times, and it was just an amazing time in the hobby. By the way, my username on Den of Angels was Frozen Wings, and my sisters were Morbidolls and Belladonna. So yeah, I got my Leash. This is like a little backstory. Her name was Ayaka, and after that I got a DOCU, which was a gift from my parents because I was in grade 7, I believe, 7 or 8, and there was a school trip to Washington, and I was gonna go on that trip, but I wanted him so badly that I said, well, can I get this doll instead of the trip? And they were like, okay. Like, so they're like the most supportive parents ever. They just totally accepted that, and they got him for me. And his name was Shuro. And Shuro is my oldest character in BJD terms, because I have a few others that are Barbies, but he started out as a DOCU, and then he went through like an entire spectrum of mold changes, including like Lydia Boy, and then there was Miho, and then there was like Hoya, doll spirit Hoya at one point. I think there was like 1 more or 2 more that I'm forgetting, but because I picture his face very specifically in my mind, and since he is such a dear character to me, I really wanted to get him accurate. And so finally, he's been a Jina boy for how many years now? Oh, Shuro. 4 years? He's been this mold, and this is his permanent mold. So here's Shuro. His face-up was done by my sister Sam. Yeah, he's wearing this T2YA, what is it, 9 style? I think this is 9 style, and then this is 9 style, and then, I don't know what these jeans are. But, yeah, so that's my baby. He's Jina boy on Let's Delf body, because it's like my favorite body ever, just in terms of, like, I don't like the bodies that are too realistic looking, because I find that in BJDs I like to have them still with room for your imagination to to picture them. I don't like them being tiny men. It's just, it doesn't appeal to me. So I like the Let's body a lot for that reason. And it also looks very young, because he's supposed to be 15, well no, not anymore. But he started out being 15 in the story, and since that story has been going on for like 9 years, I don't know, long time, he's now like 22, maybe 21, and the story progressed in my mind. I was writing it out actually on LiveJournal and posting chapter by chapter. But I stopped writing years ago, so it just kind of, it's been continuing in my head, not really, but I just picture now he's out of high school, obviously, and he's in university, so he's kind of grown up with me, so I love him. Yeah, so next, my other dream Let's girl was Soony. She pretty much, I wanted her immediately after Leash. It was like the two of them, always. I just loved them. I would stalk them on Den of Angels and like LiveJournal and people's blogs, and like just like look at her on the Let's website and like wish that I had the money to afford her. Until in 2008, I ended up selling my first doll, Ayaka, which was really emotional. But out of it, I got my other dream Let's girl, Soony, and her name is Kitomi. And she means the world to me, and I feel like she just has a bit of Ayaka's spirit inside of her too. And it's comforting to that thought. So she doesn't have a body right now because I sold her body to acquire funds when I was low on funds. But this is Kiki. She has her ears pierced. Sometimes I make her wear little earrings. She also has like a little stud there. And I love her so much. She's my baby. She's my oldest doll. So I got her in 2008 as a no, not as a full doll. I think I just received her head. I think. Anyway, that was a long time ago. I can't remember. But I'm really upset that I had to sell her body because it matched her skin tone perfectly, and it wasn't her original body, and it had the most gorgeous hands, so it's kind of really upsetting. But I know that they don't go for that much anymore, so I think I'm gonna get her body soon, if I can gather up the funds to do that, because she deserves it. And she's also going to get a new face up. After 8 years! Why do I have to do the math for that? 2008, 16. After 8 years, she's gonna get a new face up. This one is by my sister Carm, and her new one I'm gonna also get my sister Carm to do it. Except it's gonna be a lot softer. She's gonna have like thicker brows, and still gonna keep the kind of colors, like the browns and a bit of dark under, or like a nice liquid liner, but it's going to be a lot softer, and I think her lips will be more corally, and her blush too, with like sparklies. So yeah, she definitely deserves a makeover and some spa treatment after that, so I might like get her body and like suede her and stuff like that. So yeah, we got little teeth. Little teethies. Oh. Yeah, and I definitely need to get new clothes for all of them. All their stuff is just like old, like I've looked at it too long, so it's like I'm getting sick of it. They need new clothes. And then, shit, this video is getting long. Last but not least, we have Uno, who is my little USD Kuuta. And I got him in 2010, so 6 years ago. He's 6 years old, my little baby. I'm obsessed with USDs, let it be known. He's wearing this little dragon onesie that I got from a seller a long time ago in the marketplace. Just as a side note, I don't go on Den of Angels anymore because, well, I was in that drought, like I said, but also like I don't like all the new features, and the interface is just really uninviting. And especially now that if you want to sell like clothes, I went on to just like sell some clothes in the marketplace, and it's so complicated, like so complicated. So and you have to sell like individual items. I'm like, I just want to sell like a shirt, and like I don't know. And then you have to bump your thread every day, each individual one. It's just like not worth it in the end. So like if anyone else knows of a different place to sell BJD clothes, please let me know, because that would be really helpful. I have a lot that I need to sell. So yeah, sorry. This is little Uno. His little face. He still has his Volks face up because I love it so much. I would never change it. I think it's just the cutest thing ever. I'm gonna be getting him a new wig soon, because this one is very, like, it's getting, like, crusty at the top. You can't tell on the camera, but it's very, like, frizzy, like dead end looking. I know it's, like, a wig, but, like, just there's the odd piece, like, sticking up, and, like, I don't know, it just looks really weird. He's getting a new blue and black, like, two-tone wig, and I think it's going to suit him so much. I'm so excited for that. His story I made up when I got him, or when I was planning him. If you've ever seen the movie Real Steel, it's pretty much exactly that. But I made his story long before that movie came out, so, well, not long, but like I think a year or two before that movie came out. And I was like so upset when I saw it coming out. I was just like, really? And then I saw the movie and I was like, this is like my favorite movie ever. So he pretty much, it's different though, like it's not robot boxing, well it is, but it's more like Evangelion, like they fight like inside the robots, these huge giant robots, and he's like a famous robo fighter. So Yeah, that's that story. Yeah, he needs new clothes too. I was looking at some from Miss Blythe while I was looking at clothes for that little lady. She's so cute. That's her permanent spot while I'm at school, by the way. She just chills on my bed. And then when I'm not at school, her stand is camouflaging on my dresser, but it's right there. She stands there at nighttime and stuff. Anyway, I'm talking about Blythe again. Yeah. That's it, I think, for BJDs. I couldn't tell you how many dolls I've gone through, because I can't even remember. It really escapes me. It's too many to recall. But I loved them all, and I always sometimes look back at old photos and I really miss specific ones. And I had a Mew boy once named Sebastian, and I loved him so much. But sometimes dolls just like fade. Like, you love them to death, but your love kind of shifts to someone else. And I feel like that's what happened with Sebastian and Uno, actually, because I got rid of him and got Uno around the same time. So that love definitely shifted into Uno, and especially since they kind of had a similar character. Not story at all, just like character. Like very quiet, reserved, sweet, shy, smart, into sports. So yeah, I feel like that's what happens a lot of the time. Well, at least with me, it did. And I also really loved my Volks, Sarah, F01. Her name was Dakota, and I'm like getting so nostalgic thinking about them, but she was my dream Volks doll for the longest time. And the love just faded, I guess. But you still think back at them fondly, and you know that they're probably in a good home now, so it's reassuring. Alright, so now that this video is like centuries long, I'm sorry, I'm gonna stop it now, and I'm gonna be making my Blythe haul, like clothing haul video, probably by the end of the week. I got a package delivery notice, so it could be the last thing that I was waiting for. It's like so hard to see, oh my god. If you guys have watched Bad Lip Reading, the presidential debate one with Donald Trump, me and my sisters are always quoting the "Scuba-dee-dee, listen to me, don't go round the tuna." And it's just like the best thing ever. We always quote it. She put "Scuba-dee-dee, 3:30. Anyway, okay, little tangent. Yeah, so I'm gonna be doing that Blythe video soon, so keep a lookout for that. And that will be my Blythe update video. So I have a lot of updates to inform you guys about. Alright, that's it for now. Bye!